What's up, everybody? This is Stacks the Trader here. Let me see if I can get my computer opened up. Yeah, guys. So basically, I wanted to get on this live right here and explain how you can trade options, how you can make a lot of money trading options, and how you don't need a lot of capital to start trading options. Um, you can start off with like $100 to $500. I do recommend starting with a higher account and basically having from, I would say, at least like $100 to $500 to invest into options. Like there are simulated accounts where you can trade sim, so you won't have to um, waste your own money at first. You could just trade your sim account. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of trouble here. Popping this up here. But yeah, so like I was saying, this is basically a live on how to trade options, which options I like to trade, which are the most volatile options, which is S&P 500, the Nasdaq 100, SPY is the S&P 500 ETF, and QQQ is the ETF for Nasdaq 100. Um, Also, I'd like to trade Tesla, Meta, any stocks that move the market or have a big impact on the market as far as like technology, which is Nvidia. I'm not sure if you guys seen how high Nvidia went. It was like at a $200 price point. So Nvidia went from like, I believe, 200 to like 1300 within a year. So if you would have bought shares at 200, let's say you would have bought 200 shares of Nvidia, 200 shares of Nvidia, 200 times 250 would have been a $50,000 investment, right? Those same contracts went to a high of 13, might have been 1300 times 200. Let's just say you bought 200. You would have turned that $50,000 investment into $260,000. Which is why I feel like options is a good way of, getting more return on investment. Um, so those are some stocks that I've traded before. I like to trade futures. I've been trading futures since November of last year, and I've had some success with trading futures. Futures and options are quite different in the sense that with options you have different factors that affect the value of that contract. So let's say you were to buy a zero DTE contract, which is that contract is going to expire that day. So let's say you're in your position, you have a nice move and you don't sell. If it pulls back, then you're going to lose quite a bit of your profit. You know what I mean? And with futures, it's true price. So let's just say you get in at let's just say 5,000. Let's say the market goes down a couple points, comes back to your initial entry, you'll be at break even. You won't necessarily lose on that position. But with options, since there's different factors affecting the contract, like intrinsic value and also time decay, let's say you have a nice move and it pulls back, you're going to be losing more of that value of that contract. You know what I mean? So, in a sense, it will be smarter unless you're scalping options and you're in and out and you see, you're watching the charts and you're paying attention, then options will be beneficial to you because you could get in and out. You know what I mean? The only difference with that is that, like, with the platform that I use, the funds have to settle. So let's just say you have $200 in that account, and let's say your first initial trade cost you $100. Now you only have $100 to get into the next position. You understand what I'm saying? As to with futures, let's say you get in and you sell, those funds are like automatically settled. So you could go in, you know what I mean? You could go in with heavier position. As with options, you have a certain time until that contract expires. um I like to trade zero DTEs just for the simple fact that I've realized that I'm a scalper, which is a scalper just means that you like to make quick in and out. You could either take like a minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. That's like a scalper. Um, a day trader is more like you're gonna hold for that day, or a swing trader you're gonna hold for a day, a week, a month, 2 months. You could actually buy contracts that expired the next year or 2 years out from the date that you purchase them. Um, like for example, if you would have bought Nvidia last year, contracts that expired a whole other year later, then those are called like leaps. They call them leaps. So yeah, um, the strategies that I use, I'm gonna just show you this computer. Now, for some reason, I don't know why my laptop has horrible graphics, um, or like a horrible camera. All right, so basically, this is the platform that I use. I use Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade. I know they recently switched over to Schwab. I think they were bought out by Schwab. Um, the cool thing about this is that you can do on demand, which is like you could go back and see what the market did on a certain day, and you could kind of like trade that day and like a simulated trade basically. And I mean, yeah, guys. So I use TD Ameritrade. I like to chart with TD Ameritrade. God, finally, Jesus Christ, took me forever. So yeah, guys, what I do is I like to chart supply and demand. I use volume, the RSI, the relative strength index, the MACD, and the volume. Um, I just use these all together to basically see my analysis on what I'm looking at, what I'm trying to trade, what zones I'm looking at. Because there's different zones. I use what you call a top to bottom analysis, which is I'll go from the weekly, see what the weekly's doing. Then I'll go to the daily, see what the daily's doing, if there's any zones in that level, in that area. So I'll clear this. Okay. So here we see somewhat of a zone. All right, so we've marked that. I like to go in here and label everything that I mark so I know what I was looking at, what I saw at that moment. So right here, we're gonna go to daily supply. Damn. All right, so we marked that as a valid supply zone. Kind of looks kind of funky. But like what I would do is I would see this MACD and see how it's coming down. There's no volume. This RSI is coming to the downside already. I would say this looks a little bearish. Might come down into this demand zone here. This is a demand zone. I'm gonna pull up my Trade Evade account. I'm gonna just turn the camera real quick. Jesus Christ, dude. All right, guys. So I'm gonna sign into my shit. Yeah, guys. So basically, all right, guys. So the futures market opens Sunday at 5 p.m. Uh, Chicago time, which is my time in Houston. Right now, I have a since I'm a scalper, I like going into it like on the 1 minute time frame. So this is my TradeOvate account, and this is my TOS where I chart. Right now, I might get into this position right here just to show you guys how to live trade. Um, what I like to use is price action. Um, there is a 5 minute zone up here. But depending, it's low volume. There's about 4,000 in volume. There's usually 1,434,546 contracts open. All right, so if I was to get in this position here, I would get in and probably put my stop loss here. If I want to keep a tight stop loss, there is another zone here. This would be a 5 minute demand. Cool, let's jump in. Buy one.
Order filled.
Keeping our stop loss here at the bottom of 5531. So we go ahead and put our stop loss on our Trade account. Five, 5, 3, 1. Remember, guys, you got to be disciplined because nobody's going to 5531 58. We're going to put ours on 553125 over here. We are targeting our $5,545. So we're risking about 2 points to make about 13, which is good. We're up right now 1250 on this position. We want to see a nice break through this level here, which is our 1 minute. This is a 1 minute. Boom. We want to see price break out of that. Remember, we already have our stop loss in place. So really, we don't have to worry about losing more than we already know we're going to lose, which is, let me tell you real quick. And I'm a 50K funded trader. We're risking about $100, $200 to make a potential 13 times 50. $650. So we're risking about 100 to make 650, which is not bad at all. We're gonna see if our
stop
was filled. So we lost about let's say we lost 112 right now. So we're risking 112 to make 650, which is like a 1 to 5 risk to reward, which is not bad. So, like right now, it's not really like a time. You could make some bread though. Around this time and tomorrow around this time, but mostly like the market moves pretty good around 8:30 Central Standard Time to about 3. Might jump back in. This might come all the way down here though to this zone. Remember, guys, one thing is if you stick to your plan and you do what you say you're gonna do, then really it's a win because a lot of people aren't disciplined enough to do that. You know what I mean? As far as like trading your own money in a prop firm, I feel like with a prop firm, I'm about to jump back in, guys.
Order filled.
We're gonna put our stop here at this low. Fuck. Hey man, it's part of the game. Sorry for my language. Getting clapped.
Stop filled.
Oh my god. Try this one more time, guys.
Order filled.
We're gonna see how price reacts to this level here. This is my real account, guys. This is my real account. I believe I have like 5K of trailing drawdown.
Stop filled.
Yeah, guys. Right now is not really a good time to be trading. There's a lot of low liquidity, and it's easier for you to lose a lot of money. Um, I mean, it just depends on your trading style, like what you like to trade. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this live. I will be leaving it here on this page. Actually, you know what? Let me just finish. Okay, so what indicators I use? I use the MACD, the RSI, volume, price action. I use 90 MA. I use the 200 weighted moving average. I use the VWAP. Excuse me. Right now, I lost about 237.50, which is not bad. But as you can see, this month is going towards my levels.
Order filled.
Um, I use supply and demand. I've been trading for about 3 years now. Um, I do have a course that I'm working on that's on the way, and it's going to go into full detail on everything: how to get an account started, how to trade, what chart patterns to look at, price action, my different indicators that I use, different psychology books that have helped me along the way. Just a lot of enlightening information that's going to go on this course that I'm developing. Um, yeah, guys, this is it's not an easy thing to do. A lot of people end up quitting just because of the simple fact that they do not like to lose, which is like a human. It's a normal human emotion. You know, you lose money and you're like, man, forget that. But once you start being consistent and understanding that losing is a part of the process, then you will be successful. Then you will have the patience, the you have the consistency. You have different things that help you, and you will be successful. You just gotta stick to it, stick with it. You know, a lot of doctors, they take years and years before they get on the surgery or are able to perform a surgery. So you just got to be patient with yourself and understand that this is a process. We're targeting this 5 minute level up here at 5545. So basically, we're just protecting ourselves by putting in that bracket. We're putting our stop loss here at 5530 and putting our buy stop at 5545. Essentially, we're risking 250, which is $120 to make, I would say, 13 points, which is like six something. We want to see this. We want to see price take out this area here, fly past that shit. Patience, baby. This is our zone. Remember, we're targeting that 5545, but there is some 1 minute zones in between where we might see price struggle to break past. We got this 553582, and then we have a 5539.37. When you're trading, it's best not to look at your uh, at your P&L, because it will kind of like mess up your psyche. Like right now, I kind of want to take profit just from looking at the freaking P&L. So 1 minute, it should be closing in the next 15 seconds. We're gonna see what it do. Might take some profit off the table. Let's go, baby. So we've broken through that area that I said what might be resistance. So our next level of resistance will be 5539. I might take the remainder of that. Let's see, we broke through that level, 5539. Ah! Damn. God damn it, man. It sucks when you're up like 100 and something and then it comes down like, God damn, boy. I should have took profits. Let's go. I'll be back, guys. Take a quick little bubble break. Remember, our target is up there, big square. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the stream.